Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We have one more quest to do back at the guild, after which we will then be done with guild quests, I think, until we find Goatskin and get whatever kind of quest we're going to get from there. But before we do any of that, I actually want to go and visit the Devil's Den, because we have far too much equipment on us. In fact, we'd be over encumbered if I didn't put our spare poleaxe. Oh, that's interesting. If we didn't put our poleaxe back on our horse, but we can get rid of a lot of our weight by turning a lot of the meat that we have into sausages. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, a young girl is standing by the road. She looks like she's waiting for someone. Okay.
You made it after all. And here I was thinking you'd never come.
Hello.
How are you? I believe you're mistaken. I'm just passing by. Are you sure it's me you're waiting for?
You and no other.
Do I know you?
Do we know each other? You don't look familiar.
No, we don't. But we were destined to meet.
What do you mean?
I dreamt about you on St. John's Eve, and then again a few more times.
Oh, are you confusing me with someone else?
Are you confusing me with someone else?
Oh no, I had a dream about you, and you looked exactly like this. Those eyes, the hair, that nose, exactly as I remember it.
What is it you want from me?
Well, all right. What is it you need?
What do you think? A groom?
A groom?
A groom? It's a little hasty for my liking. I mean, I've never seen you before in my life.
That is of no matter. See, on St. John's Eve, all us village girls floated wreaths. Hannah's bobbed its way to the other bank. Eliza's fell to pieces, but mine floated the furthest of all. And then that night, I dreamt of you.
Oh, I see. Tell me about the tradition.
What was that you said about wreaths?
You're not from around these parts, are you? Me and the girls release them on the water every St. John's Eve. If your wreath reaches the other side, it means you will soon be married. But if it sinks or breaks up, yours will be a miserable marriage. And mine got swept downstream to who knows where.
And that means...
When I wed, my husband will take me away from here.
I see. About dreams?
You say you dreamt about me?
And more than once at that. But the first time was on St. John's Eve, and that means something.
Does it now? Then what?
That it will come true. I picked 9 flowers at night, put them under my pillow, and you know the rest.
Thanks for the explanation. I don't want to dampen your spirits, but you must be mistaken. I have no plans to marry just yet. And I can't, anyway.
But my dreams. The wreath of 9 herbs. I did everything they told me.
And if you are to marry away from here, it probably shouldn't be to someone like me.
I'm not saying he has to be from far away. Kuttenberg would be enough for me.
I'm not a city lad. I'm from Skalitz.
Skalitz? You're a villager? Well, it certainly couldn't have been you I was dreaming of then. I bid you safe travels. The man in my dream looked older. Not this well.
Ah, I see. So basically, what she does is she tells the story to everybody who's dressed up nicely, on the hopes that one of them Somebody gave me something and raised my weight. Oh no, you know what it is? We probably got a buff removed or something. We haven't got a buff. Anyway. Yeah, she probably says that to everybody who's, you know, looks relatively wealthy. The same story, and then all she needs is one to say yes, take her away. Suddenly, her fortunes have changed. Anyway.
Quick!
I'm heading... What the hell am I doing? The horse was pointing in the wrong direction. Wait. No, this is the right way. I do want to go south? What? How can the way north be south? That doesn't make any sense. You'd argue that it's the way west is going west, but anyway. That's fine. It's just a curved road. Confused me. Does this reconnect to the same road? That would be the next typical thing to do, but no, I don't think it does. I think we're okay. I'm kind of hoping at some point here we'll reach some civilization and my strength will raise by 2. At which point we'll be able to fast travel again, but we'll see. We'll see. Right. Is it up here I want to go? Yes it is. Okay. Well, continuing along this little path here. Right, I think this is going to be the place that's going to get us the buff, if anywhere. Let's see. And... nope. Nothing.
Quick.
I was hoping that we might get the burger buff, which would then give us a +2 to strength. Anyway. Actually, that might be here. This is Horsham, right? Let's see. And... aha! There we go. We got the buff. Perfect. Now I can fast travel, despite our weight not changing in the slightest. Alright. Get off the horse.
Money. For the 100th time.
Right.
I don't owe you.
Where is Janosch? Is he around the back, maybe? Or maybe he's inside? He's not here. Right. Maybe we'll check around the back. Okay. All the way around here, and there should be a way back in. There is. Wonderful. Right, so he's not hanging around the back area, as far as I can tell. Right. Head in here. Still don't see him anywhere. Oh, there's somewhere to do blacksmithing here. I don't know if I ever noticed that. Anyway, it's fine. Right. Here, there's a drying rack, apparently. Ooh. Oh, but it's in a private area, fortunately. Right. Hello, housewife.
You haven't a chance. You should have fucking
There's
stayed out.
Adder. You don't happen to know where Janosch is, do you? You know what? Last time I looked for him, he was over here, wasn't he? Let's have a look over here. Might be hanging out of the baths. Right. It's not you. Last time we found him just randomly on the road over here somewhere. Huh. It's not that easy to get him to make sausages when he's not around. Right. Suppose we could check in each of these places. Okay, not there. What about over here?
But I'm
Nope.
pretty handy with a flail.
Nope.
I reckon bashing. Christ! Pardon me.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to walk into these people.
Sorted out.
Neither are you. You're an
But it cost me
apothecary.
all the money my pa left me. I even had to sell the
Nope.
ring from my mother-in-law.
Not there. And not over here. Alright, we can go and check next to the Dry Devil, I guess.
Ask him to talk to him.
That's the next likely place that he is. Right, I hope that the fight would drag him out if he was in here, so I'm kind of expecting that if the fight didn't drag him out, he's not there.
Christ! What's the hold up?
Jan, Mikesh, Kozlik, Villager. You are who I'm looking for. Hello. Teach me a recipe?
Since you know so much about food, could you teach me how to cook?
Good idea, friend. Like Bible say, man not live on wine alone. Hey, what do you want to know?
Recipe for soup.
Something fast and simple would come in handy. I'm always traveling somewhere, so something to fill my belly quickly.
Fill your belly? Food. Food is gift from God. Even simple food must be good. You know what? I teach you beer soup. Ready quick, and if you not fuck up, it tastes divine. First, you need beer, eh? But sweet, not sour piece. Tear up bread, pour beer on top, cook on fire until mush. Put bit of salt, caraway, lovage, bit of butter if you have, nutmeg, egg yolk. All done.
Okay, teach me a recipe.
Could you teach me any other recipes?
What you would like?
Recipe for soup.
How is beer soup?
Okay.
First here I put
I was just seeing whether he told us the same one
Could you
each
teach
time.
me any other?
What do
That's
you
fine. Recipe for gruel.
The foundation of every proper meal is porridge. Do you know a good recipe for any?
Of course. But porridge is for peasants, hey? You want? Wait. I know one nice sweet gruel, good, hearty, make you strong like ox. Or calf at least. First you cook whale brain, real good, mash up with some red wine and boil in pot. Then add a bit of semolina and saffron that make it yellow. In the end, stir in bit of caraway and big spoon of honey. You know best part, eh? Sprinkle some nuts and cinnamon on it on plate.
Alright.
Could you teach me any other recipes?
What you would like?
I'd like a recipe for sauce.
Teach me some sauce that goes with meat. To make the most of it when I get my hands on some.
Sauce? Maybe our yellow sauce. Hey, not cheap to make, but good as hell. You put mug of cream into pot. Warm up a bit. Throw in egg yolk, bit of saffron, ginger root, and sugar. Then you must cook very slowly. Keep stirring till it go thick. Slow, slow. You cook too fast, egg go all lumpy. Ah, so tasty you will lick pot. Unless you fuck it up, hey?
Alright, teach me a recipe.
Could you teach me any other recipes?
What do you...
I would like a recipe for something festive.
Do you have anything really festive? I'd like to make a real banquet sometime.
Ah, you my man! Why only lords should have feast, eh? But what I can teach you... best thing I know for feast is showstick. You know that?
Sounds like something nasty you'd do at the bathhouse.
Funny? No, it even better. Not only feast for stomach, for eyes too. Nice special food to put in middle of table. It can look different ways. Favorite is all kinds of roasted beasts. Dragons, manticores, and stuff.
And where can I find such a beast?
There is secret in it. You cannot. You make one. Take bag of piglet, stew on a roaster's head, peacock's tail, feet from hare, and roast all together and baste with wine sauce. Crown the beast. Put boiled eggs around. You have feast for king. Hey?
Alright. Teach me.
I'd like to learn a few things.
It will take some time, but you give me some...
Okay, so he just teaches us like that. I want to check each of these people, actually, because it seems like they've got new stuff since last time we spoke to them. But meat for sausages.
I've got some meat that would be good for sausages.
Hey? Show me.
Well, we have that. Yeah, that'll work. Confirm. Yep. You have to hand over exactly 10. I have to do this in amounts of 10. Wait, I don't have like... Oh, I thought I had multiple of these. Oh, okay.
Well...
Yeah, I did think I had more. Alright. My mistake. Right, let's check Dry Devil. Yeah, nothing I need to do there. Right. So, let's head over this way. We'll check in with Adder as well here if we can. Kubienka? Nope. Okay. Adder is not here right now. Right. Don't need to wash. Can go to the kitchen though and do some cooking. Right. Let's cook all of this. Right. Confirm. Very least we turn it into cooked food. Nice. Don't know if there's anywhere where we can smoke it, but that's okay. Right. Adder in here anywhere? He was outside last time we had a look, but I don't know where he's gone. He was outside when there was a fight going on, so he might be upstairs. I have to do some inventory management. Never know. Right, just to fix our issue with our weight here. I think that's Jan's place there. I don't think Jan has anything to say to us. Go upstairs. At least check back here. Don't see Adder. I'm gonna give up in a minute if I don't see him.
Aren't those dice
I'll be
set?
right
Right.
there.
Back down here. Again, don't see Adder in here, so let's check outside again. He might be around the back. Let's double check these guys. Yes, Jan moved to the front. Doesn't have anything to say to us. Don't see Adder. Okay. Let's check the back, and then if, well, if he's not there, then we give up, basically. In terms of finding him. And we have to do inventory management. He is not round the back. Alright. Well, there's our horse. Let's sort our inventory. So, I don't need this many bows on us. Let's say move to horse, move to horse, move to horse. Definitely don't need that many torches on us. Don't need the Drowner's Hood or the Gambeson or any of that. Don't need that either. This is all fine. We have way too much boiled pork liver. That's basically what's causing us main amount of issues. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright. Hey, Ma, look what I got for you. It's some boiled pork liver. Wonderful. I thought I saw someone run past here. Walk past here. Did it. It's just the innkeeper. Alright. It's fine. Well, at least we got some recipes for coming here. I don't know what the recipes do. I think they just raised our survival in an interesting way. But that's okay. I'm accepting of that. Right. All the way over here. And back to Gutenberg, where we can then grab the next quest from Jenyek. And then, yeah, see what he wants us to do. I'm assuming it's going to involve stealing something of some kind or doing something of that nature, but we'll see. Right. I also need to eat a little bit here because we're a little bit low on the whole nourishment side of things. What's going off? The bacon. Eat that. Yeah, this is all too good for us. Yeah. We're back down into this area. Walnut? Yeah, one walnut's okay. Cool. Right. Let's head up this way. We'll see if Rat has anything more for us as well. Even though there's nothing listed for Rat, there might be something to do. But if that's everything that Rat's got for us, then we've now done what Chenyek asked us to do. Right. Slow down the horse. Right. In we go. Right. Rat. Spotted you. There we go.
Greetings, sir. What would you like?
We're done. Alright, cool. Am I in the right outfit? Yes. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself. Where are you from, and what brought you here?
Don't you have anything better to do than listen to that kind of rubbish? All right. I'm from Gutenberg, son of a tailor. I studied at the university in Prague. I met a lot of interesting people there. And let me tell you this. The wisest people in this kingdom know a big change is coming.
You mean that reformation you like to talk about?
A great wind will come and sweep away that which has no firm roots. Then the rain comes and moistens the soil so that new grain can grow on it.
Could you stop with the metaphors?
You're not stupid. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. There's not much more I could tell you about myself. Except maybe when this is all over and we've established this brave new world, I will return to my studies.
Alright. Tell me about the guild.
I'm interested in the guild.
Plato or Aristotle?
The guild?
Right. Are you interested in our ideals or the group in general? Generally speaking, we are just ordinary peasants. Paupers, beggars, common rabble. At least that's what they like to call us. The lowest of the townsfolk. But if we're the dregs of the city, we still hold our bare arses high and have a passion for a good cause in our hearts.
What else do you have for me?
You said you have some more work for me. What is it?
Well, you might have noticed there's some houses in Kuttenberg with peculiar symbols on them.
Of course.
Of course I have.
I figured someone like you would notice them right away. But I'm sure you don't know why they're there, eh?
What are they for?
Before we was here, before the guild, even before Sigismund turned up, this whole place was under the thumb of another gang. They didn't have a name, and they wasn't aiming at a greater cause like us. They was mostly thieves, but it was hard to get the drop on them, on account of how cunning they was.
And they use these symbols?
They thought them up.
Ah, what did they use them for?
And what were they for, these symbols?
It was a way of marking houses. One of the crew drew a symbol to send a message to the others.
Smart idea. But what's it got to do with me?
Being able to use them symbols would come in plenty handy for us. Think of all the benefits. We tracked down one of the old gang recently. His name's Hinek, but he used to call himself Greaser. He was a bit of a know-it-all and made fun of everything. I sent Hogg to find out the meaning of the symbols from him, but I'd rather someone else kept an eye on him.
Where can I find Hinek?
Where can I find this Hinek Greaser fella?
I'm glad you're up for it. His house is on the edge of the check quarter, near the gate. Take care, friend.
Alright. The Thieves' Code.
Henry, come over here.
Oh, okay. Knuckles. Tell me about yourself.
Tell me more about yourself.
What can I tell you? I was born on a dunghill and I'll die on a dunghill. With the guild, even the likes of me have a chance to sleep in a normal bed sometimes and have some decent food.
Don't you have any dreams or purpose?
Listen, pal, you can't eat dreams for breakfast. And my only purpose is to live to see another day. Believe me, I'll do anything for that.
Tell me about the guild.
What can you tell me about the guild?
I'm not going to lie to your face like the others. Let me spare you the bullshit. We're just a bunch of really desperate people who have no choice but to steal. We're scrambling as hard as we can. And all this talk about fighting Sigismund is just a fairy tale for the dim-witted.
So why does the guild really do what it does?
To survive! I bet. When Sigismund finally fucks off one beautiful day, the guild will keep on doing what we've always done. Only with a different enemy.
So you're not in it for the noble cause, I gather?
That's right. At least I'm willing to admit it. But the others seem to really believe the stories about society where all folk are equal.
Okay, I have another job from Chenyek.
Chenyek wants me to do something.
What does he want this time? That idiot would be better off finding himself a woman instead of thinking up damn fool shit. Let me guess. It's something real important that'll help us in our noble cause.
I'm supposed to keep an eye on Hogg, who went to find out the meaning of the old thieves' symbols around Kuttenberg.
And what do you think about it? Are you going to help him?
Most likely.
I think so. It could help in our fight against Sigismund.
I guarantee you Sigismund don't give a fuck about no scribbles on houses. This is just a missed opportunity for us to line our purses.
You think so?
Look here, friend. If you find out something about them symbols and tell me, and I mean only me, I promise you, we'll make a fortune out of it. They ain't just any old symbols. They're thieves' symbols, see? Help me out, and you won't regret it.
No.
No. I'd rather help Chenyek.
Don't be daft. Think about it. Chenyek's acting like a little kid, letting a great opportunity slip through his fingers. But us two would make a great pair, wouldn't we? See you later, my friend.
Alright, well, here's the thing, Knuckles. Here's the thing. I'm incredibly rich. So, I don't need to do this for the money. In fact, I have enough money that we can buy like a room indefinitely at every single inn. Like, in the region. I was going to say I was going to go for a number of inns, but basically everyone in the region, and then that won't even make an impact on our, like, on the amount of money we have. So,
Easy.
it's not really an
Good
issue for us. Right. Let's head to the check quarter, which is along here somewhere. I think it's up near where that church was. Right. Go left here. A little right. We'll just continue along. Okay, it's just a hired hand and a town crier.
Slow down, you idiot.
Nothing we need to involve ourselves in there. Try and avoid running into people, so they just walk in front of the horse. Alright. Is there a way into the right here? Yeah, wonderful.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
Further in here. And then should be just up this way then, I guess, looking at where this is. So it must be the gate that we're going to. Yep, there we go. Right. You who I need to speak to? Nope. Oh, it must just be in here then. Wait. No? Let me have a look at the quest. Go to Hinyek's house. Okay. Ace is over the top here. Yeah. Okay. So just let ourselves in slightly. Ah, it's actually over that way, I think. I see. Alright, round here, and... Is there a way in from this side? Ah, there is. Alright. Well. Didn't say be stealthy, it just said to go to his house. Less... Are we meant to stay hidden? It says check on him. So you know what? Let's go sneaky. Let ourselves in here. Shut that door. Then go in here. Again, just let ourselves in. So not wait up to the top bit? I guess not. Anything in here while we're here? Cellar door key.
This
All
key's
right.
pretty rusty. Can't have been used for quite a while.
It's interesting. A couple of lockpicks on the floor as well. I think I inadvertently did something I was meant to do. Just not yet. I thought I was going up, but it turns out I'm going down. Right. Torch out. Definitely looked like there was a way up there, but... Well, actually, on looking at it from this angle, it's kind of blocked off. Alright. That doesn't sound good. Let's go into speaking outfit and go.
Gave you a little slap. Halt!
Hello.
Who's there? Oh, just you.
God damn it, Hog! What have you done?
You really
We won't get
startled
anything
me
out of
there.
him now.
You've got to help me.
Hello.
What the fuck happened here?
Well, he had a fall.
Doesn't look like it.
He fell. He looks more like he got the shit beaten out of him.
Oh, look, he started it.
Tell me the truth.
I think it'd be better if you told me the truth.
Well, Chenyek sent me to go and ask about them symbols. You know, polite like. Only this bastard started fucking with me.
And what happened next?
He was laughing in my face, giving me all sorts of riddles. So I lost it and gave him a bit of a slap. Only he caught another one from the table on the way down and it ended up like this.
Chenyek had a hunch this might happen. Did you find out anything about the symbols, at least, before this?
When I start seeing red, I don't ask no questions.
Do you remember anything?
Do you remember anything, at least? Anything?
He talked to me in riddles. So I tell him I ain't no little kid, and to talk to me normal like.
And then?
When he saw the smoke coming out of my ears, he said he'd show me some important parchment, but that annoyed me even more. Do I look like a fucking scribe?
Was there something written on it?
Well, how should I know? I gave him a slap, and that was that. Well, take a look at it yourself. I reckon you got a better head on you.
Uh-huh.
Check his pouches.
Yeah. Can't say you did a great job here. Really know how we're gonna get into the cellar here either, but
Search him.
let's see. Take his money. Dead rat? Why does he have a dead rat on him?
Quick, search him.
Oh, alright, well. Okay. Let's read the parchment with the riddle. Right.
Can't read. Take a look yourself.
A vineyard in the town, strange but who knows, and yet there it is quite nearby. By the water that gushes, now listen and try to keep your eyes open so that you can tell. Shortly after the midday bell, you'll find us where the shadow goes.
Can you read it?
Uh-huh, yeah. I read it.
So? Did you read it?
Yes, but unfortunately for you, it's another riddle.
Della!
Something about a vineyard and running water. I can't make much sense of it.
The bastard! He's fucking with us even from beyond the grave!
Well, it's our only lead to find out anything about the symbols.
Oh, I don't have the noggin for this shit, Henry. Chenyek has the quickest wit of all of us. If you can't crack it, you can ask him. But please, don't tell him nothing about me.
You might start wondering why his contact is dead, though.
See if you can find that house.
I suspect. He just said find that house. It's interesting. So a dagger in there, I didn't notice. Huh. I'm assuming the cellar key is the cellar for where we need to go. Not a cellar in here then. Right. Well, let me check the back as well. Might as well check out the back while we're here. Just to see if there's anything back here. Oh, it doesn't look like there's a way below. Doesn't look like there's a way above. Okay. Fair enough. Right. So, it said go to the vineyard. So let's go towards the vineyard to start with. And then we'll see where we're going from there. Because this is the vineyard that isn't that far, right? Just over here. Right. So now we're here. Let's look at the next part of the thing. We can work this out. It's not that difficult. A vineyard in the town, strange but who knows, and yet it is quite nearby. By the water that gushes, now listen and try to keep your eyes open so you can tell. Okay, so by the water that gushes. A vineyard and a water that gushes would be the fountain. Is this the vineyard? This must be the vineyard in the town. So that's where we need to go. Never mind. Changed my mind. It's over here. It's gotta be over here. And that explains why the fountain has an examine on it. It's for this quest. Aha. Now it all makes sense. Right. All the way over here. And ask some of these people. Ooh. Just avoid running into them. Back through here. Are you someone or are you just a noblewoman? Okay, I suppose you don't see that many people labeled noblewoman or nobleman, so. Okay. Over here. Gonna be to the right here. And then that must be the vineyard in town. Like in between these walls. I don't know if it is, but it seems like it could be, you know? The kind of place that could be that. Is it up here? I just naturally just thought like, wait a second, maybe it's up this way. Ow. Okay, didn't take that much damage. I thought it was worth having a look up here, because, you know, it is a specific area, but no, like, nope.
My respects.
Is this just a... I was wondering if it was a way to peek in and see. But this is the water that gushes, right? At midday. We should be able to work that out, right? We don't need it to be midday to work this out. A vineyard in town, strange but who knows, and yet there it is quite nearby. By the water that gushes, now listen and try to keep your eyes open so that you can tell shortly after the midday bell, you'll find us where the shadow goes. Okay, so we can actually work this out without needing to know where the midday bell is, right? So, the sun rises in the east, settles in the west. So midday bell, so it's going to be up above. The only question is, wait a second, we're in the northern hemisphere. So that means that the sun will be here. So it'll be pointing that way. It's this house. It's this one. Yeah, it's this place. This is where his thing points us. Hello.
Guten Abend. Was brauchst du, mein Freund?
It's here. I'm almost certain it's here. I mean, the only other option is that at the other side. And it's in here, but it can't be in here. So it's got to be in there. Like, there's an open door, which is almost directly in the right direction. And the other one is if you go north directly, could maybe hit that door, but I don't think it does. I don't know whether you need Henry to work it out or whether you can just work it out yourself. So
Guten Tag, mein.
maybe there's something here.
Du hast Glück.
Trade.
I'll have a look at the
See what you got. You got Savior Snap. I'll buy that. Actually, I'll buy all of that. And I'll buy all your Marigold. And your Armorer's kits. And your Blacksmith's kits. Right. Yeah, that seems fine.
Danke und viel Glück für die
Okay, then I'm going to repair our stuff here. So where are we? It's somewhere in here. A Blacksmith's kit. Didn't need that many Blacksmith's kits, apparently. I mostly needed the Armorer's kits, I think. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. So I think it has to be here. I might do I might rest. The only thing is, I'm not sure if this is the vineyard. I don't know if the vineyard is in there. You know, this guy sells stuff, though. How's the winemaking going?
How's the winemaking going, Casper? Did the sulfur help you in any way?
Henry, my lad, I finally figured it out.
So, what is it for?
I'm not sure if the monks use it in the same way, but I tried smoking an empty barrel with it, and the wine in it lasted a lot longer. Now I don't have to sweeten it or put any fruit or sap in it, and it tastes a lot better. Try it yourself. I saved you a bottle from the first batch.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Keep up the good work.
If God wills it, yes. Well, see you later.
Wonderful.
Have a good evening.
So, let's work out a second location, right? So this one fits that it could be the right spot. Right? This definitely could be the right spot, with that being our this is location number 1. I think this is where it is. Might need to go around the back of it, but I think that's where it is. If we had to pick a location number 2, do we know any other vineyards? Well, there's no vineyard in here. There is a vineyard here, but the question is, where does the water gush? For that, I'm not sure. I mean, you would think the river, but the river's not got any, like, water in it. There's another vineyard up there. There's a wine cellar, but I don't think that's what the cellar key is for. Yeah. There's another potential... I don't know if that's a vineyard down there, but there's another potential area down here that it could be. Yeah, there are a few potentials, but I think that this is the best spot. Otherwise, we need to go to the known vineyard. And then we can see. Right, let's wash ourselves as well here. Just for a second. Right. I'm wondering if there's a way of seeing over this wall. That would make my life a lot easier if I could see over that wall. Just to see what's in there. Don't know if there's going to be anything in there. Alright. We could always scope out this building a little bit, see if there's any clues on it as to what the building is. Yeah. No, nothing here. Alright. Let's go rest and then we can see. Might arrive just a little bit before midday as well. Yeah. Just thinking more of it through my head.
There's no place like it.
Could be underneath the place as well, in which case getting in from the back would not be the worst thing in the world. Okay. Right. Let's do it slightly intended, and then we can hopefully get Henry to confirm. Which is quite nice. I do like that if you do find the right spot, Henry will often just say like, hey, this looks like the right spot. Which is nice to have the confirmation rather than being lost. Right. But the problem is that he doesn't always do it. Right. Sleep as long as possible. Then we're going to go out and we're going to wait till roughly 12 o'clock. Which I'm thinking is going to put the shadow directly on that place. But this is us confirming the theory. Right. It's a little dark out, but that's okay. Guards won't mind me going and standing out there for a while. I'm a respectable member of society. I can stand wherever I want to stand. At least that's what I tell myself. Right. Close that. And we're out. It's a little foggy. Anyway. Head along here. And somewhere along here. Get back to the fountain. Right. I think water that gushes. It's gotta be the fountain, right? Oh no, it can't rain today. On a sunny day, this quest is really easy. On a rainy day, everything's got shadows around it. No, 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 we can't be having that. Right. Okay. Over here. Let's stand here until midday. At which point we need to feed Mutt and eat, but let's see. Hoping the shadows will work with us here. Okay, well, the shadow at midday pointing at that place. Is that right? Yeah, it's water that gushes. We're at midday. It's pointing at this place. Is there a way in here from a different angle? No, it is marked with a flag, so it could be the right place. Let ourselves in. Right. Let's... Oh, I also need to eat. Let's eat a second here. just before we go anywhere else. How much do I need to eat? Quite a lot. So we'll have some cooked beef. That'll do. Alright. There's no way in there. Well, this looks interesting. Alright. To do there. Way up this ladder. This is definitely looking correct to me. There's definitely a way around the back here. That's the way in. Huh. So where's this? Right, that just leads to the street. Cool. Let's dress in our sneaky clothes. Go crouch, then. Here we go. Oh, close the back door. It said cellar, so it might be in here. Aha. Definitely could be. Maybe in
Nobody's
here?
opened this door in ages.
Aha. I'm in.
It's pretty musty in here. This is no regular cellar.
Hey, it looks like my first call was right, by the way, in terms of which building it was. Which I think is pretty good. Assuming if they haven't been in here a while, I'm not needing to worry about being quite so sneaky, but let's see. Okay, parchment of drawings.
This must be it.
What's on the parchment of drawings? Crumpled parchment with strange symbols drawn on it. Keeping gold at home is surely not the wisest. A thief may find it even if you locked it in a nice chest. Get out of here, you foolish fellow. Hereabouts no loot you'll find. Have no fear of the gallows, and hear my warning if you've got a mind. With loot in your pockets, you can't go to the market. Best find a buyer. So that's where a fence is. Who's willing to take it? It is customary for rooms in houses. To be joined by a corridor in the cellars underground, the tunnel leads from door to door. So that tells you that there's a way to the tunnel system. When you want to sleep and there's no bed, no place to dry your head and lay, go behind the house and there you can sleep upon the hay. Ah, so we're looking for the circle of the dots in it, ideally. Where does this place go? This door isn't real. Oh, I see. So there's only one way out of here, huh? Well. It's alright. Shut it behind us. Check the other side as well while we're here. Oh, what's this? It's like there's light underneath it, but I think that's just because it leads nowhere. It leads to the void. Alright. Upstairs, and let's let ourselves out. Alright then. While we're here, there's no reason we can't have a little look upstairs. I mean, we know that the person who's here is a thief, who lives here is a thief, so.
Hey! You can't just walk around here without permission.
Oh, you're right, you're right. My mistake. See you later, random person. Is there a way out from here? Ah, yes, there is. Definitely didn't steal anything from your secret cellar. Nope, not me. I'm respectable Henry. Respectable Henry doesn't steal from cellars. Right. Let's head down here. Alright. Well, I'm quite happy with that quest. Worked it out through the correct means, and then did it the way the game told us, and kinda, it told us the way in, essentially. I was wondering if I had to somehow sneak past the trader, but yeah, having that route in the back definitely made it a lot easier. Also, in here, we know that this guy's labeled as master something. So, what can we do with him?
What can I do for you?
Ah, alright. I was hoping that we might be... Well, actually, do you have anything else that we can trade?
What do you have for...
So Elm. I just want to see how good it is. Yeah, Elm is 200. So somebody said that Ranyek's bow was the best in the game. I believe Ranyek's bow is just... It is an Elm crossbow, it's just named. Yeah, I think that's correct. Which is the best bow in the... Oh no, Ash longbow is better. Okay. I'm not overly worried about that. We'll use Ranyek's for now. Should buy Aim and Fire. I probably should buy Aim and Fire. I don't do enough of this to get it naturally.
Glad you found what you were looking
Cool. Right. Let's head out of here. And back over this way. Not a hope. Not giving it to him. Right. In here and... Hello.
Good day to you.
Knuckles wants the symbols.
I talked to Knuckles about the symbols.
Let me guess. He wants to use them to get rich.
Well, yes, actually.
That's Knuckles for you. But I think he'll eventually understand it's better to think of the bigger picture than just himself. Nevertheless, until you find something out about the symbols, come and see me directly.
Got them. I've deciphered them.
I've deciphered the meaning of the symbols.
Fantastic! How do you manage that?
Well, it was pretty confusing. But in the end, I managed to find the old thieves' hideout.
And what about Hog?
He helped me.
He helped me find it. In his own way.
Great! He may be thick as a fence post, but his heart's in the right place.
All the symbols are on this parchment.
Let me see. I'll copy them. These will come in handy. Imagine the look on Sigismund's face when his rich friends in the city start running out of silver.
Uh-huh. Here they are.
Here they are. I'm glad I could help.
Tunnel markings. Great! And I saw this symbol for riches on the house right next door. You can go and check it out if you want.
Do you have any more work for me?
Not just now, but something's coming. I'll send for you when the time's right.
Okay, so he said he'll send for me, although there is a... It does say I can get a quest from him now, so... I don't know. Anyway, the house next door had that symbol on it. Which house is that? It's obviously not this... Is it this house? It is. I have a great question of how do we get to it, but... Not over there. Keep going around the edge. Also, I'm looking for the symbol on the house as well. Alright, so there's no way in that way. Not even a way back into the city that way to do the loop. Alright. So we'll run all the way back over here. And then we can keep looking for that symbol. Right. So the house next door. Assuming he means like this one? Is that right? Probably not, maybe? Unless he means like that we should do something like this. Okay, this seems like a save situation. This definitely seems like a save situation for what I'm about to do. Alright. That looks actually correct. Not the way I did it, but that does look correct. Am I meant to just run up the roof? Nope. Maybe that's a way back down from somewhere. Alright, let's try this again. No, there was definitely an invisible wall stopping me there. Don't know if this is the place he meant. It's got some symbols at the top, but I don't think they're the same. Yeah, and then there's no way into this place, so that's fine. Must have meant somewhere over here then? Maybe he meant that house at the back? It's a barn, it's not really a house, but you get what I'm meaning. Maybe he meant the barn? No, he didn't mean this. What did he mean when he said that house next door? Actually, that's not a very great description, although it does look like there's a way into the back there somehow. Maybe he meant over here? And that's obviously the... Yeah, that's that place. This is a house. Didn't mean that one, because there's no way in. Alright, let's check a few more of these and then I'll give up. I haven't actually even seen any of these symbols. I thought I saw the symbols before, but I don't know if I have. Yeah, I think it's just a weird voice line. I don't think there is any house next door. Unless he meant the burned down house, in which case there's no way across. Unless he means like, unless you got to jump back there. No. No. Just straight up. No, that's not going to work. And then this way. Yeah, there's definitely no way over that gate. Okay. Yeah, no idea what he meant by the house next door. Maybe he meant next door to something. Anyway. Hello. Oh, he's got nothing to say to us. Okay. So this means he has a quest and we just can't speak to him right now. Alright. Might have meant this house, I guess? So when he says the house and you're like, the is pretty singular. I'm just out looking for the symbol on all the houses. Not there. There's no way in there, which implies that that's not a real place. This could be the house. It is at least a house. If no real doors. Alright. So it's not this one either. Alright, I give up.
The celebration
Right.
is over and done with.
Let's head into town and see if we can find anything. I'm still questioning where the house is, but I have no idea where it could be. So, that's fine. We at least see any of the symbols. We know that some of these places should have the tunnel symbol on them, so... Yeah, we should be able to see it there, and then that will give us a rough idea about what we're actually looking for. Let's see. We know that this place should have the tunnel symbol.
Gossiping about it won't do anyone any good.
You think I'll blurt it out to the first person I meet?
Yeah, no, I don't see any symbols here actually at all.
Nobody finds out. You never know.
Huh.
Careful!
But this should have one because this has a link into the tunnel system, right?
Danger.
Nothing on the inside either. Alright. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I'm looking for. I thought I did, but... Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what I'm looking for here. If it's even on this one. Yeah, let's just have a look at a few more.
Take care. Best of luck.
We deserve to have some fun.
Yeah, I still don't actually know where this would be. I'm just checking a few more here. Yeah. Again, not sure where it would be. If we see it, we see it. If we don't see it, we don't see it. I think it's going to be how we're going to have to live with that. Alright, so, quests. What have we got left? Let Knuckles copy the symbols. Wait, why would I do that? These are the fighting quests again. Wait, the quest won't finish until I do that? I can also tell Knuckles. I guess I have to go and tell Knuckles I won't give him the
So I made a
symbols?
deal with Dark Stallion.
Alright. Otherwise the quest won't complete. Huh. Weird. Yeah, that is a little odd.
I'm sorry.
Anyway. Well, I guess it gives us another chance to run down here and look at the buildings. See if there's anything else going on with them. The house. Again, this looks like the house next door. It's even got a weird like bit that you can run up. But, yeah, no way in there. Alright. Let's have a little chat to Knuckles.
God bless you, sir.
We can't decipher the symbols.
We'll never be able to decipher the symbols. If there was a key to them, it's long lost.
Dobrodela! What a shame. But thanks for trying.
Sure.
Farewell, sir.
Aha! And that ended the quest. Cool. Cool. Just checking along the right here to see if there is a house next door on the right. It's an area that we can kind of jump over here-ish, but not really. Ah, yeah, broken wall. A couple people leaning. None of them, and then there's no way over there. This looks like it's impossible to get in, which is fair enough, it probably is. This is a building with no door. We'll check out the back of the place as well, see if there's anything going on at the back, but... Maybe he meant... I don't know what he would have meant in here. This is a house next door. I'm trying to see if there's a symbol on this, right? Because this is a house. But where's the symbol? If this is what's being talked about, where's the symbol? No idea. Okay. Just let myself in. Okay. Well, this obviously doesn't have a lot of money in it. Even if it was like a full house. Which I don't think it is. Could mean this house? This is a barn. Right? Yeah. Oh, there's also back here. Suppose, with townswoman. Couple of sheep. Yeah. Just continuing to see if there's anything back here. It could be considered the house. What have you found? He was barking at the sheep. Found a sheep. Well done. Found a collection of sheep. You're all very impressed at your sheep finding capabilities. Right, down here. There's a way up here. Yeah, okay. There's some boar meat in there. Up this way? Maybe it is up here? Chainmail gauntlets. It's kind of odd. Alright. Yeah, this place is just odd, I think. Nothing actually up there of any note. Yeah, some sandals and a chainmail gauntlet. So this isn't what they meant by house. That could be a house. Wait a second. Oh, open window. Oh, no, see, door. This is a house, but the house has no doors. What about in here? No, this is just a barn. This is kinda of a house. No symbols of any kind here. Yeah, I haven't seen any of these symbols at all, actually. Where they'd put it, I'm assuming it's somewhere around the door, but maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. Maybe this is a house next door? Alright, this is the last place I'm looking. This is not a house. This is a house, though. Okay, that was the second last place I was looking. This is a house with no doors and no way in. Okay. Well, now I've had my perception of what a house is challenged by the game. Let's head back to the city. Well, I can also have a look on the this one. Yeah, so we know what this is. We know that those are the 3 fighting events. Could be in here. If there's a way into any of this, actually. This could be next door. Like, this is obviously just somewhere to fight. This is nothing, because there's no way in there into any of this. Unless you get in from this side? No, I think this is locked off as well. Yeah. Yeah. So I think we'll check here just one more time, see if there's any way into any of that. And if the answer is no, then we head back to town. Right. It's looking like the answer is a straight no here, in terms of is there any way into any of this. Not even a way in there. Alright. Cool. Well, back to town then. We might want to wash our clothes on the way back if it's free. Oh, it's free. Wonderful. Wash our clothes. All of them. Not going to wash ourselves here. It's right out in the middle of everything. I suppose we might just do like the face washing thing. But anyway. Head up here. It must be late in the day, right? Ah, it's fairly late. Yep. Cool. Let's go back to... in here, I think. Yes. Back into the inn.
I reckon I'll have a look first.
And I'm just seeing if there's anything else out here that says that this is... So this should tell you about the tunnel system.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't see anything out here that matches the tunnel symbol, or for that matter, any symbol. Unless the tunnel symbol is downstairs, but that would be useless because you'd already know that there's a tunnel access because you're downstairs. Right. Anyway, let's sit down and we'll read a book. What are we going to read? We're going to read Aim and Fire, I think. Oh, many shooters have found it very advantageous not to aim just anywhere, but exactly what they want to hit. Wow, that's a concept I've never considered. Aiming at what you want to hit? Oh, crazy. Okay. Cool, we reached a new level in a bunch of things. We could probably also do Strength of a Knight 4 here as well, right? A knight's fitness is best increased by running. After all, leg strength is often more important than arm strength, especially if you often retreat. We can therefore recommend running over difficult terrain. The muddy fields near Sudomir are suitable. There we go, we'll read that for a couple hours. Wonderful. And then we'll be just about ready to eat some meat and go to sleep. Right. So, done that. Now we're going to eat some meat. What's going off? Oh, everything. Okay. Well, I'm going to eat some of the pork liver. And then sleep and save. Right. I'm going to sleep until... like then? No, just a little bit before 9. Nice and well rested for the morning. Then probably go and sell all of this food that's going off. Okay. Also, I realized my issue that I had with the food for Janosch. The food that we had for him was all cooked. That was our issue with it. He needs uncooked food for the sausages. Which kind of makes sense, I guess. Anyone up and about yet? Nope, just waiting for your shift. Alright. In which case, I have an alternative solution for this.
Heal!
Hey, Mutt. I'm mostly just curious what your AI is going to do with this, Mutt. Drop. 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 Cool. Right, figure out what you're doing with this, Matt. You're not going to eat any of it. Alright.
Here you go. Take it.
Here is some cooked beef tenderloin. Wonderful.
Oh, well. I can't believe this, just lying around.
Lucky me. I could use this.
Oh, we're just feeding the beggars and the townsmen. Everyone's like, oh, I could have some of that. Oh, I could have some of that.
It's been a few days and I still haven't found goatskin. Maybe Catherine's found out something more. Or she'll give me some advice.
Well, I was worrying that we were on a timed quest all that time, but Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.